So you want to know how Mike Tyson scared the hell out of his opponents, huh? Well, you in the right place, but right now, you better buckle up your seatbelts.
Cause E-Bomb's about to drop.
Picture this. You're standing in the middle of a boxing ring. You're about to fight. Your heart is beating out of your chest. And all of a sudden, the lights go out. And through the darkness, you begin to hear the sounds of clanging metal and chains. Now the crowd is chanting. And in the tunnel, through the smoke, you see it.
IRON Mike Tyson.
And as Mike walks towards you, you realize something. He didn't even bother to put on a robe. He gets a little closer, you realize something else. He's not even wearing socks. This man has one thing and one thing only on his mind. Putting a beat down on you. Now he's in the ring with you, with a crazy look of pent-up aggression on his face that you know full well he intends to release on you as soon as the bell rings. Then the referee takes center ring and calls you together. Red corner, blue corner, come here, it's face-off time. Now you're standing there, face to face with Mike. And as you look at him, your brain begins to play back clips of his highlight reel. And then your ears start to hear sound bites of the things he said before.
There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat your children.
And the last thing you notice is you're standing there fighting off nerves, rocking, cracking your neck, trying to get loose is Mike is standing straight, stiff as a board, but his eyes are following you from side to side to side to side. He's had his eyes locked solely on you from the moment he stepped foot into that ring. Now ask yourself a question. How would you feel if it was you standing there in that moment at that time? I'll tell you how you'd feel. Scared as hell. So join me, your man, Emazing Eric, as I give you the 3 reasons why Mike Tyson scared the hell out of his opponents. And you should be excited right now, because your favorite boxing show is back on.
Emazing Eric Entertainment.
Let's go! Woo! E-fam, what's good? We're back! To my loyal E-fam supporters and subscribers, I am so sorry for the long break. But the important thing is, we back in business, baby. Alright, let's get into it. Let's talk about the 3 ways that Mike Tyson had big, huge, strong, grown men scared. That's right, I said scared. I know the proper way to say it is scared. S-C-A-R-E-D. Scared. Oh, I'm scared of that. That scares me. But there's a deeper level here. Sometimes something can be so intimidating, you get downright scared. Say it with me. Scared. S-K-E-D. E-fam, somebody jump in the comment section. That's our hashtag for today. Hashtag scared. Now, if I was to ask you right now, what is the main way to you Mike Tyson scared his opponents? You know what most of your answers would be? It would be this: power. I guarantee you that would be the #1 answer if we took a poll. But trust me, I'm here to tell you today, power was not the main thing that had everyone so shook. Trust me, it wasn't. Now hold on. Let me be clear here. Mike's power did have something to do with it, because Mike did have some real power. We talking about this type of power. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That's some real power right there, y'all. That's the type of power that causes leakage from every hole on your face. Nose, snot, and blood. Mouth, juice, tooth blood, fluids, eyes, pus, tears, and blood. Ears, juice leaking down the side of your face, unidentified ear juice. I know y'all miss me, I miss you too. Now, even with all of that being said, in my opinion, power was still not the main thing that made Mike Tyson so scary. Know this is boxing, heavyweight boxing, where the big boys play. Power is expected. What made Mike Tyson so deadly is the attributes he had that went along with his tremendous power. So as I give you these three things, in your head think with power. Everything I say goes along with power. All of that combined made him so doggone scary. The first attribute Mike Tyson had that scared the hell out of his opponents is
his speed.
Yes, his speed. Again, think speed with sick power. In his prime, Mike Tyson had blinding speed, and speed is a very intimidating thing in the sport of boxing. And the thing about speed is it can be used in different ways. Think Floyd Money Mayweather. Come on in here, Floyd. There he is. What's good, Money May? You need to share a few of them dollars with me, player, for real. Break your boy off, son. But this guy, Floyd Money Mayweather, used his blinding speed to discipline his opponent, to keep them in check so they wouldn't show out. Almost like a parent would discipline a little kid. Floyd be using his speed like this. You want to keep coming up there throwing that lazy jab? You want to keep your hand up? You stepping at me with that jab? Pull counter. Speed. Disciplining them. Making them do what? Stop what they're doing. Or the opponent's getting too close to him, stepping too close with the opponent's hand low. Blinding speed. Straight right hand lead right to the face. Doing what? Telling that opponent, back off. If you get too close to me, you can catch this straight right hand to your grill. Using his speed to discipline his opponent. But prime Mike Tyson, totally different mindset, totally different animal. This dude used his speed to hurt you. And how was his preferred way of hurting you with his speed? By punching and combination. And I'm not just talking regular combination. I'm talking sick, nasty, sometimes 3-4 punch combinations. And I believe the legendary Customato saw very early that Mike Tyson had incredible speed and power. So what they did is trained him like a nasty beast to be able to get himself into positions where he could use this. Take a look at this training clip right here of Customato and Rooney teaching Tyson a nasty combination. And watch how fast he's able to pull this off. Woo! Did you see how fast that was? Some of y'all didn't see it. I'm gonna let you watch it again. Check it out. Nasty. Now let me show you how that same move translates and shows up in a fight. Check this clip out. And we all know Mike Tyson's favorite 2-punch combo that he used so many times. I'm talking about that 2-punch combo where Mike Tyson lines you up and he takes that right hand and he wraps it around and digs it right into your body and hits you in the ribs. And when this lands in your ribs, you pass gas. And before all the gas can even get out, he takes that same right hand with blinding speed and brings it right up the middle with an uppercut so hard it knocks your nose into the front row. Watch him use it on this guy right here. Oh, Lord, I ain't got nothing else to say about it. If that doesn't prove the point, nothing does. The number one thing that Mike Tyson used to intimidate his opponents was speed with power. The second attribute that prime Mike Tyson had that scared the hell out of his opponents is
his head movement.
Prime Mike Tyson to me is when he was with Customato, Rooney, and Teddy Atlas. And that Mike had killer head movement. You can actually watch through his fights after he left these guys, and you can see a slow decline in the way Mike Tyson moves his head. But when they had him moving his head, he was super scary for any heavyweight. Let me explain why. Mike Tyson is short for a heavyweight, meaning most of the men he faced had the height and reach advantage on him. When you go into a fight as the taller fighter with the longer reach, you were taught to do what? Pump that jab. And why are you taught to pump your jab like that? Don't worry, I'll tell you. When you are the taller fighter and you extend your jab like this, your opponent is now out here on the outside of your reach. In other words, he's contained. You're keeping him at bay. You can hit him and he can't hit you. He has shorter arms. So if he, the shorter fighter, from this position was to try to throw a punch back at your face, it would look like this. It would fall short. He couldn't reach you. Now, on the other side of that coin, if you're the shorter fighter with the shorter arms, you're taught to do what? Move your head. Ooh, you like your boy movement right there? Oh, wait, oh, slip, oh. Woo! Keep the camera moving because I'm kind of fast. And when you are the taller fighter and your arm is extended like this, and the guy is dipping his head and he's getting up under your jab, you are no longer keeping him out here. He is now gotten here. He is broken contained. He is inside your reach. It's danger zone right now. You got problems. You got rib cage problems. You got jaw problems. And you got nose problems. And trust me, nothing causes anxiety and fear, if you will, in the taller, longer fighter than a little guy with great head movement that can get inside of your reach and drop bombs on you. And Mike Tyson in his prime, some of the sickest head movement I've ever seen. Look at this training clip of Mike Tyson and Teddy Atlas. Teddy's pumping the jab at Mike. Look at this head movement. Now, how are you gonna keep a dude like that off of you? You got a short dude, great head movement, dipping in and out. You can't find him with your jab, creating anxiety. And when he gets in, he's letting go of sick combos to your body and to your jaw. What does this make you? EFAM, get the hashtag ready. You know what it makes you? Scared. The second attribute that Mike Tyson had that scared his opponents was his head movement. Your third and final attribute that Mike Tyson had that scared the hell out of his opponents was
his aura.
Now, when I speak of the aura of Mike Tyson, most people think about this Tyson here.
There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children.
Now that was and still is a scary Mike Tyson. Even at 53 years old, Mike Tyson is a very frightening individual. As I say that to you, my mind goes to that little clip. Have you seen this clip of Mike Tyson sitting there? It might have been for a movie or something, but he had those glasses on and a suit, and then he does that weird laugh with those teeth. Have you seen it? Look at this clip. Now just think if you had to show up at like the DMV or the doctor's office or something like that, and that guy was in there, and then you go and you get your number and they say, go sit over in the corner by that guy. You're like, what guy? The guy over there in the corner with the suit and the glasses on. You like, him? They like, yeah, just go sit over there by him. We'll call your number. Now, I don't know what you would do, but I know what I would do. I'll walk up in there like, man, I can, hey sir, how are you? This guy? You want me to sit by him? Hey, can I get right? Yeah. I'll just stand over here by the wall, thank you. We all know that Mike Tyson's aura says this dude is crazy. He'll do anything to you. But that's not the Mike I'm talking about. I'm talking about prime Mike Tyson, back before he had shown all of the eruptions, before the Holyfield bite, before the press conferences, before all of that, when they were containing him. Mike, in my opinion, was more scary than to his opponents because you didn't know what he was going to do next. We hadn't seen the eruptions, but right there below the skin, you said, this dude crazy. He about to lose it. And Kevin Rooney, Teddy Atlas, and that dude that wore the glasses, I think that was Mike's manager or something. Mike would be getting ready to go off and they would just grab him by the face. Calm down, calm down. You knew the dude was crazy. He was like an animal or a dog they were holding on a leash. It's like they could barely keep a lid on him. And when you are facing a man like that you can see is being held back and he's about to burst at the seams, it is even more intimidating. The dude had an aura of crazy, and not to mention he was always snarling back then, showing his teeth. Let's just bring him in right here. Come in, Mike. Look at that. Look at this dude's teeth. This dude has a set of teeth that look like they were designed to tear flesh from bones. And if you are Evander Holyfield, human flesh. Look how easy he bit Evander's ear off through a mouthpiece. Imagine if those raw bit into you. Even watching him now, he's just uncomfortable. You can bring in another picture. Take that one out, bring in another one. Look at that. That's even worse. He's snarling right there. This is him right before a fight. This is how he looked at people. Right now, trying to talk to you, I'm feeling uncomfortable. My ear's starting to feel like it's a sugar daddy or some kind of caramel, I don't know, some type of milk dud or something, chocolate. Like he just gonna take a bite off my ear right now. I feel uncomfortable. I'm telling you, the third and final thing that made him so scary to his opponent was his aura.
Scared is hate.
Alright, E-Fam, that's it for today's video. If you would like a shout out, we're back. Jump back in the comment section and put hashtag shout out at the end of your comment. Until the next one, he's back, y'all. It's your man, Emazing Eric. Peace.